Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. Today we are continuing our campaign. Last time we had done Somewhere in Space and the Tower of Darkness. Today we are continuing our adventure with the compound. We are still trying to make our way home to Mars. We have found some very interesting things and we have fixed the ADA system somewhat. So let's see where we end up today. So here we go. We are going to the compound. So this is quite exciting. As you can see, the ADA line. Jump complete. Arrival at unknown, of course. Dr. Saloy, there is a buried device or artifact on this world. The device is broadcasting a weak signal using a known protocol containing an ID and metadata. The metadata is indicative of an information storage device containing encrypted data. Data and data, they are both very excellent. The holy language of the ancients, much as you are holy, and this vessel is holy, the cache is also holy. We must retrieve. Praise be the founders. Praise be. Sentry drones detected. Used only to protect high-value assets. Defense only. Establish base of operations and then conduct assault within range of sentry drones. Units within range of sentry drones will be destroyed. Destroy sentries from a distance with snipers. So there will be actual enemies sort of patrolling their base to a degree. So that is bad for us. Mission priority, nullification, of course. And all other priorities suspended. Sarge, always just with the nullification. It's actually optional for us. We will be doing it, though. Sad have I been. Our actions have not been in accordance with peaceful intentions. I know things must be done that must be done, but we should always consider the alternatives. For that, I have added anti-creeper messengers to our abilities. They are bombers, but with a better message. We are different yet the same. Use these anti-creeper messengers, and we may yet establish a dialogue. Go in peace, traveler. So we now have a new air unit, the anti-creeper bombers. They act just like bombers, except for the fact that they produce anti-creep, which is fantastic. And you may notice there's little batches of trees here. Trees are amazing. Trees actually will increase the amount of energy generation on them. So we definitely want our first two to basically be completely in the trees. So I am going to start just like this. I don't want to cover the trees with my base at all. I want my base to be a little bit more forward. Actually, I want my base to be really forward. So we're going to start like this. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to take everything. Don't worry. I am going to unpause, build these real quick, as per a suggestion from a lovely person. They shall remain nameless for now, but if they want me to be named, I'm happy to do so. But yeah, so now we now have better generation once this kicks online. We have used our store essentially, and we're actually going to get started with this. We want to just encompass the trees, get them squared away first, and then we will work out to the rest of the map, because this is where the real quote-unquote money is for us right now. It is going to be very, very productive once we get this whole thing online. And I'm going to start making things a bit more user-friendly. It's a little wonky, but I want it to be done. Again, we will start with this, let it go, and then once we have some baseline energy, you can see the generation is going up and up and up, which is very nice. Definitely a lot higher than just normal towers. And once we are done, it looks like we pretty much are. We are at a good point. We're still in a deficit, which is fine. And now we are good. All right. So from here, we are going to fantastically, I'd say, go down to the edge. Let's plan out our miners because we don't want any towers to be problematic for them. Our miners are planned, so we will place our tower right there. Perfect, and then we can just now do the rest as we normally would. It goes just to the edge, not quite. Perfectly fine there, though. I don't have a problem with that. We have the 121, which is the number that you're looking for. That is the maximum that you can get. And look at that, 121 across the board. A tiny edge, not a problem. We're going to toss down a turp, because we want these urns. We're also going to earn one of these. In fact, we want to earn one that is not not incomplete, so to speak. And we're going to turn the rest off. Again, we want to control where the power goes, which will be fantastic. And from here, we can also start our actual assault, in essence. And by assault, I mostly just mean we are going across the map. We are going to claim the other lands. We don't want, anything to be a problem. We definitely want both of these areas. So, while I do want to get down below, we will definitely be needing some defense. We're going to toss down some mortars, toss down a tower. That tower might get destroyed. The mortars might protect it. We shall see. Maybe I want another cannon on just the side. Will that cover it? No. That is slightly problematic, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll get the range upgrade. It will cover it. Again, our energy is not going to be great to begin with. We have time, though. That side is going to get hit a little bit faster. I chose this side because it's a little bit easier, and I prefer the bluite versus the greenar to start. But again, we will get both eventually. So let us also turn this one on, because you know what? I think having 2 earned will be fantastic. There we go. This is creeping up pretty fast. Surprise, surprise. It is the creep. And we're also going to start getting these down. Again, once we get the trees down here, it is going to be beautiful. And we are going to pylon across. That being said, we are also probably going to make an MRIFT. I am a fan of the MRIFT. It connects both sides beautifully. And look at this side. This side is the work of art that we truly wanted. This is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a nice grid. It looks beautiful. Cannons already built. Mortars getting built. Our generation is fantastic. Let's do a quick pause here, and we're going to start to be able to go to 2 times speed soon enough. We can turn these on. We have all of those urns available. Fantastic. We're going to fly over here and get these urns. We only need 1 turp. We're not really going to be turping around too much. Perfectly fine with that. We can get our urn port. Apologies. We can get these, and we can also set up a little pylon network. So we can go, we definitely want 1 by the blue, 1 by the red, and then we want to get 1 by our base and connect all that up. And then, of course, we want to get across from our base to the other side that much faster. This will be our pylon network, and that will connect everything up very nice, very handily, and everything will be hunky-dory. Again, we're going to connect up to the greenar, have it all go all the way down, and we're also going to connect pylons to the other side, because eventually we will want energy everywhere, of course. Can go across there, perfectly fine, perfect, perfect, perfect. And again, we're trying to leave this area clear. With that as well, we will be able to thankfully get, what are we doing? We want refineries. So 2 refineries here. Again, they will be right next to the pylon, which is fantastic. Alright, I know that's going to be annoying if they are not directly in line with each other. I want them right outside of the circle, but as close as possible, so that will be perfect. We have room for runways, which is great, and we have room for our miners. So miner, 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 fantastic. And unfortunately, we have a tower in the way. So this will be the odd tower out, unfortunately. So as you can see, this does break up the perfectness that we had. And I'm actually going to make 1 more row, because that's not 1 little dot, that's a lot. So here we go. We are getting sorted. And the only thing left now is generalized defenses. So that is missiles, as they say. We will need snipers. We will need all of the good things. We don't want anything coming into our base that is going to cause a problem. So let us just make sure we get everything we possibly need. The creep is coming up, unfortunately. So let us just get a few more mortars over on this side. And unfortunately, that is the problem. It is just the fact that We cannot handle... Oh no! I let my base die. Oh no! Alright, let's build these really, really fast. These will protect us. Woo! Look at it come. It's coming real fast. We are going to line with mortars. We will need snipers, of course. So let us get... Okay. That should clear it off. We should be safe. I'm not going to let my place die just because I'm being a little silly. Let us get some happy things indeed. And there we go. We are safe. No problems. No concerns. We have things on the way for us, though, so we do not want to mess up. Looks like we are stable, though. We have stabilized. We're getting plenty of mortars down. We are protecting our lands, protecting everything that we need. We have the energy. We have the snipers. We have the missiles. And look at that. I mean, look, nothing's coming to us. We are fine. We're fine. So... infrastructure-wise, we are very strong. We have pretty much everything that we need. We're building a little bit much right now, so we're going to a tiny bit of a deficit. But look at that. We are out of the deficit already, destroying everything. Everything is destroyed. We are safe. So let us happily get our runway. So we are going to take this missile launcher. We're going to move it over here. And we are going to toss, in a top-down view, a runway. Things are happening, but we trust in how we set everything up. Boom, we have a runway. That is a terrible place for it. I am sorry, Mr. Runway. We want you to be one more like that. Perfect. And now we can do half bombers, because bombers are fun, but we can also do half AC bombers now. Fantastic. Look at this. AC bombers coming in. We have plenty of red on as well, so what we are going to do is we're going to toss an M-Rift down. And where do we want the M-Rift? Because we do want it by here, but that doesn't matter so much. I'd rather have it be closer to the front lines, so let's toss an M-Rift down there. Now that M-Rift does effectively nothing, because we need an M-Rift on this side as well. So we will use a little bit there, have our two M-Rifts. We're not getting that much red on. As you can see, we are getting 1 per tick, and that is because we have the extra 100%. It would be 0.5, but thankfully we have the extra. And look at that, we're pretty much golden. We have excess energy, which is great. We have cannons being built, because again, we want a cannon assault squad. How are our planes doing? Planes are all built, so let's make 2 squads of these. We're going to make 1 squad of bombers, 1 squad of AC bombers, and let's see where we want them to go. So, as you can see, these are the enemies that we have to snipe down. So we are definitely going to want to snipe those. And where are we going to want to assault first? So if we look at this, this is a pretty handy view. You know, there's high ground over here, there's low ground over here. We definitely want to get these emitters. These are what is allowing the mesh to spread. So they are probably our first focus. So if we really send our AC bombers there, and our regular bombers. We want the regular bombers to sort of clear it out. We want the AC bombers to fill it up. And then we're really going to shut them down. I probably could have done 2 groups of 5. But, you know, really destroying one area is perfectly fine with me. You can hear them all go into town. We can spread out. And look at this. See that? We've completely taken this from the enemy already. It was not a problem at all. We're going to build a little sniper squad down here, because we're going to take those friendly units in, and we are going to use that to our advantage. With that in mind, we will be happily taking care of any creep that we see. Our cannons are going to get powered via this. The further you go, the more messy it will get, unfortunately. It's just sort of a nature of the game. Unless you are, again, pausing regularly. If you pause regularly, then you can make everything as pretty and in line as humanly possible. There's never a moment where you do not have to do that. We're going to toss down some extra snipers along the front end, because we have the capability, we have the power, and you can hear all of the things just being destroyed because of it. So that is technically an issue, but feasibly not really. Can we make it up here? It does not look like our towers will be able to make it up, but guess what? A pylon indeed will. So we have the capability to climb up here. This will get us power to the front lines, and in fact, we are going to pylon back to another pylon. Keep the network going, keep the network strong. Let's move up these snipers now. Get them up here, destroy all of the bad things. Get some towers over here. Oh! Those guys are destroying my pylons. Should not be surprised. It happens. But we are landing Sniper Squad, and they are going to take care of everything. We have Sniper Squad, we have cannons. We've essentially started our happy assault. I think I did not even put my AC bombers to use. So let us move them over there. I think I accidentally took them away. That was entirely my fault. But we have successfully landed. We have made our base right here. We are destroying this emitter, and we have enough snipers that you can see everything is just dying as it comes. That's what we want. We want to protect our forces. Get this emitter up, or down, I should say. And once this is down, this will never overflow, so we're effectively done with this half here. This side, we still have to clear out. We can also move our squad. Not the emitter, please. The bomber, yes. We're going to take our bombers and just say, bomb this line. We want to take out that emitter, and we want to take out this emitter. And once we take out these two, we are really in the safety zone. We have some creep coming in from the side. So let us just pop down just a couple of towers. This creep is more of a nuisance. It's not an actual problem. But that doesn't mean we want it to be affecting us. And we can start moving our groups in. We have the snipers as backup. We have the towers. We want to make sure we are putting down all of the towers as well to protect them. And in fact, we have plenty of red on. So let's just pop an M-rift down here. Because that way, power will start to just generate from over here. And then we are in a place where we do not have to even worry about anything, really. I mean, the travel to... Ooh, that skimmer did do some work for them. And so you can see a skimmer did hit. It shut down my entire group of cannons. Not fun. They are not my friends, but that's okay. Not everyone has to be your friend. You know, especially in the World of Creeper world. Oh! Oh! When the, Oh, they hit my nullifier, too. Look at that. So this is coming back online. It's perfectly fine again. I'm losing way more troops than I should be, so that is entirely my fault. Let's just get tons and tons of snipers. We want them out. I am sure they will be able to handle everything from here out. We will also, as we do this, get this totem, because totems will provide us with some lovely, lovely free shielding. So we do want that as well. So let's get them active, get some shields on our side, and we can even toss down just a few mortars. Just a little, you know, as a thank you to all of the creep as it is appearing. You can see the shield on this side going great, just fantastic. We'll just toss down even more mortars, some on this side, and this side does need the snipers too. Oop. Bam. There we go. And connect everything up. We'll toss down yet another M-rift. Have no problem with that. This side is getting a little far away, but again, we have an M-rift right here, so it's not like it's too far away. We have controlled the environment, though, and boom. That should handle that once we get the tower down here. And now that we have a foothold, this foothold really is going to be everything that we need. Our energy is good, so let us swap you to blue white. And that should help our AC bombers get fed a little bit more. We do want our AC bombers to provide that support that we need. We have, again, plenty of everything. Our energy looking great, even with our bombers. We could do with some more. We could also just make more units. As stated, never forget, if you're ever playing this, energy is always good to be spent. If you have energy, just spend it. Just make a line of stuff. It's not gonna go bad, because now that these are charged up and fed, they don't cost anything. But you used your energy. That store doesn't go past 100 unless you have, you know, a few special things. They are not that common, though. You cannot build them to increase your energy store. So really, the key is just use what you got. Don't hold back, and have fun with it. You know, you can see our AC bombers are dropping pools of AC. AC bombers are great, don't get me wrong, I love them wholeheartedly. The problem with AC bombers, however, is that they're not as powerful as regular bombers. And that makes sense, you know, they're there for more support than anything else. They're not there to do the damage, they're there to sustain the land. And don't get me wrong, they do damage. I mean, without a doubt, but it's just comparatively to the regular bombers. The regular bombers can take out huge chunks of things. The AC bombers are more likely going to sustain an area. We have the land, we have terps, or we have a terp, which I'm not even going to bother bringing up. We'll just make some more, because we don't care. We're destroying all of the things. It looks like we have taken pretty much everything. No more units are abound, so I think we're pretty good. We will want that, and yeah, we have taken the land. We have taken the sea. The sea being this little pit. You know, I guess the ocean is that over there, but I like the little sea that we've taken. And we're about to take the final emitter over here. I guess there's an emitter over there. I don't count that one because I did not count it in my calculation. But this nullifier will sort everything out. We will want a nullifier up there. That will help stop these little things from coming and trying to kill us and everything. We do not want them, of course. We will want to collect this. It is one of the objectives, but we don't care too much right now because we are planning on nullifying everything. We have the time. And we have another emitter destroyed. With that, we have another edge where we can just toss down some more mortars. Why not? More mortars. They shoot over walls. They do good, fantastic damage. They do fantastic work. Just toss them down. It will get everything to our benefit. We do want or need to get moved up though, because we need this dead. By dead, I mean nullified. I believe this might be one of the ones that does explode when you nullify it. There are a few specific enemies that do that. So very fantastic there. You know, it's not something that happens very frequently, but when it does happen, it is a very good thing indeed. This is just drying up. I mean, back here, we have so many things. I mean, we could effectively just grab this, just like this. I'm going to leave myself up for some real problems, because I know there's going to be a spore that just flies behind me and do that. So don't generally do what I just did, but that doesn't make it less fun to do it that way. You know, just flying a mass of units over. We will definitely be able to handle this area with the amount of squad. It does lead to some problems. As you can see, we did blow up quite a few of our friends, but more made it than not. So, as you can see, didn't even move the air squadron. Probably should move them at this point, but we didn't. It's fine. And we can, oh, look at that. Looks like we are in a good position. Let us get another nullifier going in right there. The snipers are going strong, so we are feeling good there. and we can toss down even more mortars on these sides. Again, the more we have that can hit just the creep down below, the better we are doing. This nullifier has happened. No more little blobby guys are coming out to destroy us, to annoy us. And we have one more Emrift that we're going to make just right up here. Again, frontline Emrift. Why not? We can just slide everything in. This is going to cause a whole lot of problems. There's a lot of eggs down there, but we do not care. Why don't we care? We're landing a ton of mortars. Look at them handle it. The eggs are the only thing generating creep right now, so with that taken care of, look at this. The creep is effectively done. There is obviously this wave, but look at that. You know, we've done it. All of our units, select all of our, look at how many mortars we have. That is just a squad and a half. We're going to destroy this tower. We're going to grab our 3 terps. We're going to terraform. We're just going to say, go down to basic level. Don't really care. Let's go. Just go. You do your thing. In fact, let's even make some more terps, because we want that to go a little bit faster. Just a couple more. No problems. And we can get some pylons down here, because we need power to go down. Of course, by moving everything, I caused a rift that is a problem, because we have let something happen that we shouldn't have. Perfectly fine. We will get there. We will power everything up. We're going to get our nullifiers. Don't mind at all. Nullifier. Let's move a tower. Get a nullifier in over here. Oh, now let us move this guy out of the way. Can we get a nullifier there, please? Or is that too far? That is too far as well. You can move as well, sir. There we go. Nullifier going in perfectly. We do have to power it, of course, but we'll get there. All things in time. Boom. Ooh, maybe not. There we go. And that will power the nullifier. All of our units should be getting essentially power now. Ooh. Now, we will want, again, we have to redo our nullifier over here. It happens, you know. You get a little overzealous, you get a little cocky. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh. I have to say, is that an egg that popped? What is causing that right there? I am quite impressed. That was quite the assault on us, unfortunately. We want you. Alright, let us get that. Please. Let us get a pylon, because again, pylons can connect up and down. Find it interesting that the eggs are sort of making it all the way over there, but I guess it's because this area does not have power, like it should, because, you know, I'm being terrible. There we go. We are now powering up everything. That means the eggs will not fly out anymore. We have power, we have the technology, we have the ability not to be bad. Holy moly, did I make this harder than I should have. It was really, really silly of myself, but that's okay. You know, we're just having fun. We're gonna do this. Once this is built over here, we're gonna just bring all of our cannons. Oh my god, we have so few cannons left. So build that up. Boom. It is built. No more eggs, no more nothing. We have done it. Oh, jeez. This can be nullified as well. I did not realize that nullifier came off. And we can connect our info cache. Oh, I selected all of our missile launchers. That's why. No missile launchers. You go back. Data encrypted. Authorized access only. Enter decryption passphrase. Challenge. Hey, kid. Did you ever actually purge the system's cache? I'm not sure your grandfather would approve of such sloppy work. Huh? What? Director Hale? Passphrase? Bleh. Although it has an idiot in there. So, Hey kid, I guess you're wondering how a message from the good old Dr. Hale ended up in an alien info cache on a strange and remote world. You always preferred direct answers, so here goes. First, this isn't a remote world. It's Mars. You never left Mars. What? Yes, I know each world. So, who is this? I guess, let's go with this still, Dr. Hale. Yes, I know each. All his was yellow. Hey, that's us, yeah. Yes, I know each world nope, it's not. You have visited had appeared different from the last. That's because you have been hopping through time, not space. We're a time traveler. We're Doctor Who. Excellent. With each rift jump, your rift engine has a flaw. There's a compensation factor that is necessary. All the details are in this info cache and will be a simple integration. Fantastic. What's important for you to know is that we came after you. After those meteor strikes and the creeper arrived, we took shelter underground and survived. Once you jumped, the creeper disappeared as fast as it arrived. I'm sure you've encountered terrible amounts of creeper in your travels thus far. We rebuilt the program after you left, built a new jump vessel, and came after you. Or so we thought. We too jumped through time. Each time we land on what we thought was a new world, but eventually came to realize was Mars at different ages. After many jumps, we landed in a time when Mars was populated. This, it turns out, was an incredible stroke of luck. You see, the history of our galaxy is that civilizations emerge, human civilizations. Each grows to greatness in one form or another, then the creeper arrives to destroy almost everything. Then there is a period of chaos and desolation. The random survivors on a few scattered worlds slowly rebuild civilization over millennia. Sometimes they start from the Stone Age. These periods of darkness are long, and the periods of galactic civilization always short. The creepers seem drawn to complexity. So once a civilization is vast and complete, the creeper culls it. Oh man. So to land in a time with civilization at its peak is a 1 in a million event, but land in one we did. We learned much from the people in that time. We learned about the flaw in our rift engine and that it seemed like an intentional design. We can thank your grandfather for that, I suppose. We learned that the history of the people, oh my god, so much. History of the people we came to know, but more importantly, they learned from us. We were from what they called the origin world, Earth. For them, it was a myth. Little did they know Earth was the third planet in this very system we arrived in. Word quickly spread of our arrival. Scientists came from all across the galaxy to study and talk with us. Our biology, our history records, our technology. Once they studied us, they were able to piece together a story of the galaxy. They weren't the second civilization. They were hundreds of galactic civilizations before them, each leaving scattered ruins. But I digress. Kid, we looked for you, but it became clear we'd never catch you. So each jump we took put us behind you in the temporal timeline. So we did the next best thing. We created this info cache and placed it here on Mars. Quotes. We built this compound to protect it for as long as possible. We knew that in time the creeper would come, but we learned that some things would survive the creeper, and we hoped this would be one. It was the best we could do. If you're reading this, it worked. What's important is what you do now. You have a choice. You should have arrived after the fall of my civilization. How long it has been, I can't know for sure. But you are in a desert between civilizations. So your choices are, you can correct your rift engine and stop hopping through time, or you can just keep jumping through time and take your chances with what you might find. Perhaps you too will eventually land on a civilization near its peak. So, I'm sure you're thinking, going home isn't one of the options? Yeah, that's right. The best you can do is make a new home. I'm long gone. Everyone you know has been gone for countless years. Everything that mattered to hundreds of galactic generations is gone. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in real fast. Oh, and one more thing. If you do decide to stay in this time, there might be a way you can shorten the interim to the next civilization and give the survivor a leg up against the creeper. It won't matter for you, but for whatever civilization comes next, it can make a big difference. Fantastic. I've left the info caches on 3 other worlds. Combined, they contain the total of everything this civilization learned. They contain the totality of history of galactic civilizations as we know it. With this knowledge, an emergent civilization could better prepare itself for what would eventually come. Perhaps they could eventually learn what the purpose of the creeper is and where it originates. I mean, you could have just left it here, you know? Oh, geez. The caches are separated. And on 3 other worlds, too much in any one place, and the creeper would have taken it. But I mean, this was safe. It was dug. They didn't dig. The creeper doesn't dig. It would have been fine. The coordinates on these worlds are included on this info cache. If you should take up this challenge, you will need to copy the info caches and then visit as many other worlds as possible. Seed each world with a copy of the caches, help the survivors you might find. In time, if even one of your caches is found, it could make a difference for the civilization to come. Lastly, Danu, I never had children, but you always be my kid. Now go get it done. Okay, we will get it done. I hope, after all of that, I mean, I will be sure something will be happening. That was quite a lot. Apparently, these were holding that back. Jeez. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna just nullify some things. Get some things done. Here we go. Get these powered because we don't want these to die. And then we will be done. Just get a nullifier over here. These should be the last things to nullify, these 3. And then we are done. We can call it a day, go home, and by that I mean to another planet that contains an info cache that was left behind, so we can travel to another world. And we need to get 3 of them, so we will be actively working on getting those 3. 1 nullifier done. Boom. Let's move this here. It should start to get power any second. This one, gonna be done in a moment. Fantastic. Done. We have done it. Oh, I missed a totem. What totem did I miss? Oh, no. Totem. Oh, my God. Look at that. I am terrible. I could have activated my totem so early, overlooking the simplest one. And boom. There we go. Activated the totems. That was a terrible time. That was times 2. That was a lot of reading, and I am sorry. That was a lot of lore that we got there. So for the destruction, again, we did 41 minutes. As you can see, a lot over an hour. There's a 34 minutes. There's a 35. But again, most of the times above us, definitely some better than us, like a 24 and a 38. 13, that is a good one. But I think overall, on the average, did pretty well. Again, 42 minutes. Times 2 speed again, not being as optimal. I will take it. I think that is a pretty solid run. So that was the compound. We now have the first of 3 info caches. Get it as fast as you can. So as fast as we can. Maybe. We'll see. I'll be happy if I get it at all. I wonder if we get new technology. I think we do. As we do on most laps. It is a campaign, you get new technology all the time. Congratulations, Dr. Saloy. We have arrived in the first world specified in Director Hale's info cache. The Rift engine upgrade appears to have corrected the flaw. We have remained in the same temporal timeline and arrived at a new world. High yield artillery detected. Acquire. Nullification efficiency should be enhanced by advanced weaponry. We get some advanced weaponry. That's fantastic. If this isn't Destiny at work, nothing is. Wow, the knowledge of all mankind? Imagine the wonders we might learn. Surely a period of eternal peace will begin. Go in peace, traveler. Family together again. Final quest has begun. All is as it should be. Praise be the founders. Alright, praise be the founders. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful beast. This is a Bertha. We are going to put an auto right off the bat because when we do connect these up, I do not want to worry about them. This is the advanced artillery Sarge was talking about, but how do we reach it? As you can see, can't really do much there, but can't even put a pylon there. So what are we going to do? I don't know. That is very, very strange. We do have a nice resource pit here. We have Greenar over here. We have Redon and emitters here. So emitters always a problem, as we see. And then we have some nice platforms over here. Nothing too crazy. Again, we have some more Greenar over there. So they are really loading us up with the Greenar, which is fantastic. And then over here, for the bad, we have Dark Towers. We have all sorts of emitters, skimmers, blobs. This is the info cache we need to get. And yeah, that looks like we are doing pretty good. There's another info cache that we want. That is not the one that we need to get. The one we need to get is the one over here that says, boom, get it and get out of here. So, here we go. We are going to go... Do we want to go right in the middle? You know what? It will look prettier if we are right in the middle. So we're going to do right in the middle. We're going to toss 1 down so it covers half of our base to the north. One so it covers half of the base to the south, and we are going to hit play at 1 speed. Once these are built, we will build the rest. Thankfully, there we go. Boom, they are built, and these might be a little awkward, but that's fine. So there we go. Boom, and let us do that, and now we can drag down to C. Boom. Ooh, that goes right to the edge. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's perfectly fine to me. We can do that, and there we have it. Perfect. It's just off by a tiny, tiny bit. That's fine. We will be fine. I will cover those holes. It might not look perfect. I apologize. This is a little wonky. Oh, man. Oh, this is so gross. I hope you feel as bad as I do about that. Let's hide paths, because that will... See, it doesn't look nearly as bad with the paths hidden. Doesn't look nearly as bad. We're fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to want a mortar and a cannon over here to protect this area, and we'll move that out eventually. They can get their own tower. We're also going to want a mortar over here. Again, what's nice is this land will not be problematic because there's nothing growing the creep. It does look like the creep will actually make it here much faster, so we're actually going to have to probably move the mortar back and the cannon back. These will probably die, which is perfectly fine to me. Don't really care. Over here, we're just going to put down a cannon and a mortar up front. Again, this is not growing. Perfectly fine there. So, and there goes our cannon and mortar on the other side. We will get these up. It will be fine. And can we get that? No. But can we get this? Yes. Fantastic. That is what we want to see. And that will connect up to base. Perfect. And, oh! Jeez. Look at that. Let us just turn this really, really fast. Get those built really, really fast. And there we go. Okay. Now we can move one down there. We can move one straight to the center. And we can build one here and one here. They have power. We're losing some towers. That is my fault. It's okay. We will come back from this. Towers moving in. This guy can move back. Don't want to lose anything else. Although we just lost that. That's fine. We have what we need. So we're going to do a quick pause. And this is actually the important land. One thing that is great is we have full coverage of this entire thing. I'm actually going to put the towers on the inside instead of the outside. That should hit more miners, and that is what we want. Just completely cover it, because why not? And let's see how these miners stack up. So miners, oh jeez. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? It's because I'm not in top-down view. It's because I'm not in top-down view. There we go. Let us set up these miners. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. We do have a little bit of space, so what I'm actually going to do is put that space in the middle, you see. And by doing it that way, we are going to happily... Alright. And last but not least, some miners just along there. Not the best, but that is fine, because now we can toss one there, we can toss one there, and look at that. All of our miners, glorious, glorious miners being good. We need to protect this area very extensively. So we're going to want snipers. We're going to take 3 snipers. We're going to take a mortar or 2. Which, because if an egg gets destroyed or something like that, we do want to protect this land. And then we're also going to pop down a missile or 2. Our power, not the best, I will say. But right now, we're also in a position where we are not in too much danger. We just need to sort of cull this back a little bit. And I did hear a 1-minute timer, so we are actually going to be in some danger. I have a feeling there will be, indeed, some things coming down against us. It's going to probably be, no fun, So we're going to have to sort of plan accordingly and adjust. That is the key. Right now we are going to be in adjustment mode, which is fine. I think it will manage. Let us move that guy so he gets power. Oh, I am in such a huge deficit right now. Look at that. I have no power even for the bullets of these guns. So this is this is my fault. These are getting built though, and the deficit is going down. With each one that gets built, we will be stronger. I am letting everything die, of course, because I am a fool, but that's fine. The deficit will go down. Each one of these builds gets us more energy. And there we go. We are passing the threshold. Boom. We've passed it. We've done it. We have energy. Oh, that was close. Let us move everybody in. Skimmers. Look at that. There we go. There is a skimmer. This is already almost done, which is great. Because, again, this is just sort of chunking away. Fantastic. Energy-wise, we're looking good yet again. I promise that was the last time that I'm letting this area fall. Holy moly. Alright, let's watch for where things are landing. Here we go. They're all coming over here. That is one thing that we are going to want to protect, so we are protecting these manually right now. No problem at all, though. We have plenty of energy, like I said. And we can start with our mortars. We're going to toss it to ×2 speed now. We're in... Oh! Yep, that happened. Because we don't have red on, these missiles can't do anything. Of course. What's the point of a missile if you don't have red on to power it? We future-proofed, but we also, you know, didn't have enough to last. Boop. Do a quick pause because we are going to reset. We're pushing this back, thankfully, and as you can see, we have essentially stabilized. We have good power generation. We're going to toss down some towers. We want to get stuff. We're going to clean up this area. This area is going to be very important for us. You can see how much creep is being built up. Tons and tons of it. But for right now, we are in such a decent position now. We were rough. Things were not pretty. But now we have enough power. We're going to start tossing down snipers. We're going to put down some mortars along the edge as well. Because look at this. You can see it just... Oh, that just creeped right up there. Literally. So, fantastic for us. I was not expecting to get that far onto the land. That did really good work. So, we have now protected us. Oh, jeez. Holy moly. Please. I should not be doing this on ×2 speed. That is obviously the case. ×2 speed. Actually, let us do that for a second. We're going to reset again. I said I'm not going to let anything fall, and I kind of did. So that was my fault. And again, that's what speed does. The faster you go, as you're reacting, more things are happening. So while I don't really care about one egg, like being able to react at a much faster speed is significantly better for me. So now we can put down our snipers, and these snipers will start to protect us eventually, once they eventually get built. These mortars will protect the edges once they get built, and that is what we want to see. We just want our baseline protection up and running, and we want to start moving mortars up. So we still don't have a way to actually get what we need, which is that info cache, but we are now finally going for the red on. The red on is all we need left, because we're going to toss down that, and there we have it. Keep these mortars moving up. They will protect each other, and we will finally have what we need, and that is the red on. As I said, this red on will allow us to essentially set up our missiles. All right, we have more. All right, so there we go. We want to make sure we guard there. Things are going to land over here, but if you look, this mortar, does not cover it, so we're just going to do that. Move it over. No problemo. Mortar, you have saved the day. So we can see, boom, it lands, mortar comes in, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter for us. So we've stabilized. We've 100% stabilized. We're taking the red on right here. Once we take the red on, we are finally going to just get missiles everywhere. Missile, 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 missile. Plenty of missiles. All we need. These snipers, watch these blobs. Finally, they're coming, and now they're dying. We have done it. The world is our oyster. We are here to feast. That was pretty poor stabilization on my part, though. I do apologize. I will do better next time. Just goes to show that, you know, anything can happen. You really up to the liberty of the environment. And especially, again, when you pick up the speed, it does not help things at all. But we have missiles, we have snipers, we don't need these around our base any longer. We can keep moving everything up. We are going to get this emitter, but you can see how weak of an emitter it is. Even though the creep was building up, it wasn't really building up because of the emitter. So that is actually a very good thing. This emitter is 30 every half second. It's not terrible, but it's almost like it's nullified already. I mean, look at it. I mean, nothing is shooting it. That's weird. I haven't really noticed that before. So back to ×2 speed. We're going to work our way over. We're going to get everything that we need. And here we go. Let's get some of these. There we go. Nice squad of 4 moving in. And they are, again, going to do everything. We're shooting down all we need. We have plenty of energy, so let us make another set of lovely towers. These towers are going to sort of clear off this area for us, and that's what I want them to do. So let's focus on that. Let's just send in a group. They will just shoot what they need to shoot. We should be perfectly fine there. And if we can get that, nope. There we go. And that will keep them powered. Over here, we did not put down a tower there, which is fine. This will build all this up. They will keep their power. We'll move in there. This is 20 every 0.5 seconds. This is even weaker. And this one basically did nothing. So, you know what? You take what you can get. I'll take it. Plenty of good times. We have... Look at that. We are shooting them down. They are not landing, not disturbing us. I am very happy for that. And we've cleaned off this area. Now, why is this area important? I mean, it really doesn't have much going for it, you could say. Oddly enough. But to me, this is actually the most important area of the map. So the reason it's important is it's a great place to protect ourselves. I have lost a whole bunch of stuff over here because I did not give them power, because that is how I roll. I don't give my units power. What is that? Why would I protect my units? I have other concerns to do. So let us not worry about them at all. Let us just keep playing our little game and get a sniper set up. Boom. All of the snipers. That is what we want. Just all the snipers. We don't want anything coming anywhere near us here. Come on. Get that little corner off. Okay. Even when stuff does land, it doesn't matter. As you saw, it did land, but it was destroyed by the mortars. It's good to protect yourselves in that fashion. So that is very good news. We are collecting all the green R. We have plenty of red on. Actually, we're maxed on red on, so we might as well toss down an M-Rift here while we have it. And there we go. We can also toss down a Terp, because we can finally start getting some of these lovely, delicious urns. The urns will provide us, most likely, the upgrades that I want for attack speed and things like that. Those are always my favorite ones. This map, definitely, again, it started harder. Should not have really been a difficult map at all. We're going to toss down some missiles because we can. And then we're going to finish off with a few mortars. We want some mortars on this just in case some stuff comes up from the ground. But realistically, this is just for snipers. Sniper, sniper, sniper. Shoot anything. Shoot these blobs. Shoot. See? Look at that. We have a whole slew of things down there. We do not want that to land, which it did. So we want some mortars on this side as well for our next sniper. And we should be good there. Perfect. Nullified over here. Moving on in. We can take our fire rate, fire range. Fire range, always good. Fire rate, very nice as well. I think I prefer fire range to fire rate personally, just because, you know, snipers with more range, I'd rather shoot them further away than shoot them slightly faster. That is how I feel on the subject. It is not, I'm not saying that is right, I am just saying that is how I personally feel. We'll toss down Emerald over there. We're getting plenty of red on, so let's toss down Emerald over there as well. All we really care about, we will grab some energy collection, so that does not go poor. And we're going to see what is up with this over here. We really want to land here, but I also don't want to be a jerk and not power my things like I always do. So I am going to protect myself. As you can see, all of those have already not had power. They are not feeling good. They're not happy to be my friend right now. But we are landing, and they have enough power. We've done it. There we go. Still on ×2 speed again. It happens. Fantastic. Excellent news! Another peaceful implement to employ in our journey has been discovered. I've scanned the info cache at the integration and integrated the schematics for the platform in your build menu. The platform can cross outside of the buildable areas. So we get a platform. Go in peace, traveler. I'm not reading that one entirely because it's basically just saying you get a platform. So fantastic. We get a platform right there. We're going to toss one down. We're going to build it with a pylon. Really don't need to, but I am. I want to build it with a pylon. Toss down one over here, one right there. Let's leave this area open. Fantastic. And then we can build another platform over here. Right like so. And then we can do the same on this side. So we can do that. We can do structure, pylon, one right on the end, one right there, and we still have room for one, maybe two bits of aircraft. We have plenty of energy, so we probably should do some air travel. So if we do a runway, we can have one. Let's see. Where do we want one? That looks pretty good to me if I do that. And then I move you out of the way. Perfect. Let us grab, say, a mortar on you. Boop. And you can also put things on these. Look at that. We're not going to put too much on them. We just want them to be free. But look, now we have berthas. They are auto-firing on the deepest part, and you can see them go. So let's watch a shot come in. Boom. They just chunk huge bits of creeper. It is very nice to have. We need to protect this area off. As you can see, just took out my turret. Not a problem. I am quite okay with that. Losing a terp for nothing, that I didn't really need the terp anymore. Don't really care. We are going to happily get some more snipers in place, and we should be protected. Again, we just want a wall of snipers, don't really care about anything else, so let us do that. We'll toss down a missile here, a missile here, and a missile here. And there we go. We now have platforms. So what can we also do with platforms? Well, we can do them. As you saw, they are connecting this, giving these power. But say we want to go elsewhere. I mean, what if we just want to say, you know what, let's just do this. It's going to take a hot second, you know, a little minute. But this will slowly build. And with this building, now platforms are expensive. So if we see a platform, they cost 100 liftic. So with that in mind, we need some refineries, don't we? So we can toss down 1, 2, 3, 4 4 refineries. Again, that should be enough to cover it. We'll toss down a 5th one just because that will clean up all the excess that they have. We have all of our things coming down here, and look at this. These are being built now. So what do we have? We just have a slot where we can just say mortar, 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 mortar? I'm trying to use what we get on the map, by the way. That is why I'm not necessarily just going straight for air power. As you can see, when you click and drag here, really doesn't work very well. You actually want to place them down. We don't need every single thing to be fine, or be perfect. That was enough. We have some air power, so let us get some bombers because we do want them. But yeah, don't necessarily click and drag on the platforms. It does not work well for you. And there we go. All the bombers except for one. Let's destroy this tower and just grab that last bomber. Boom. We have the bombers. They are being built. We are in a deficit of power. Perfectly fine. We are okay with that. As you can see, though, we have made easy landfall. We now have plenty of space. We have towers. We are even so protected by this. The only thing we really have to worry about are things that will affect missiles and so. But we're going to take all of our main crew from base and just move it. As I say that, we are going to get attacked right away. So let's just put down one or two things and see how that works. Looks like the missiles did protect us. We were good. And there we go. Look at this. We are pushing back the creep in this area just because we have these over here. And now these mortars can hop, skip, and jump ahead as well. And this should be enough to take this entire little block. And with that, we're just gonna do a march. We have, again, the technology, we have the power, we have the nullifiers. No more thing. Can we? All right, we're not gonna get a double. We'll settle for one there and one there. It's probably safer that way, just in case something happens. And yeah, we have plenty of snipers, we have plenty of other things, we have plenty of power. What are we missing here? Well, I mean, as you see, things are a little slow. We have plenty of red on, we have tons of red on, in fact. So let's toss down Emrift. Right there, right up front. That's where we want it. And with that, we are golden. Oh, so happy that everything worked according to plan with 0 problems, and I didn't forget anything at all. Okay, so maybe putting the Emrift right up front, not the best idea. All part of the plan, though. All part of the plan. Beacons. We want a couple of them, so let's just grab a couple. We have plenty of Liftic. So, do we need that many? Not at all. We do not. Do I want that many? You bet yourself I do. Platforms? Let's get another set. Again, we're just using what they gave us. The other way to use platforms, though, is we can say, you know what, I want a platform to go from here, and then I want my platforms like this. They will be connected, I believe. I'll toss one right there as well. So here we go. We have another set of platforms. We're going to toss down an Emrift on the platforms as well. As you can see, Emrifts can go on platforms, which is fantastic. And I think I need a tower over here to connect up these platforms. Perfect. So you can see the Emrift over here doing work. We're going to get platforms over there. We're going to get platforms over here. We have, tons of Liftics, so we might as well start doing these platforms this way. We'll burn through our Liftic, of course, but it will work out in our advantage in the end. So we're going to toss down Emrift on this one as well. It should be built in a matter of seconds. Boom. And now, again, we can do a mortar, a clock. And we're also going to grab some snipers, because we definitely do not want these blobs to ruin our anything, really. Those blobs are problematic for us. Again, I did make an Air Force. I am not using it because, they sort of are saying, hey, this is the time where you really should be using these platforms. They give us all the green R in the world. So, I don't know. I feel like I'd be not doing the level the justice it deserves. I am not as quick as I should be because of that, so maybe I should, I guess, toss down some of these. We'll just say, hey, just go like that. It'll be fine. But look at this. We've built so many beacons. The Dark Tower is essentially nullified without being nullified. That is what's hilarious. So that is what a whole lot of green art can do for you. Again, another platform. We have the technology, we have the power, we have the ability to fly, and we have power on this island. So look at this. I mean, their main base gone. This base over this side over here, ours, and connected to an M-Rift right next door. So we are really just chunking them even harder. We're gonna snag them with a nullifier. Boom. Can we even just get a nullifier right there? We can. Just boom, nullifier. Which is fantastic. And guess what? One more nullifier? Yeah, please. Oh, come on. Get that nullifier out there. Get it good. And we should be fine. Oh, I have lost some beacons because some eggs popped and flew into the world. That's okay. Another beautiful thing. Very dangerous. Oh wait. I thought you could. It just must be out of range. You can put nullifiers on these. If that was a little bit closer, I could have done that. You know, it's a nice way to really handle some fun things. But hey, these work like pylons as well, so they do have very good transfer rates of power. So that is also a very good thing to know about the actual platforms themselves. And we have landed, we have secured power, so with a landing, with power secured, with all these nullifiers coming online, this one might get blown up by the egg. It did not. It did not, which is fantastic. If we take this, we are completely done, because this emitter is one of the problems. The eggs are the other. But boom, no more problems for us. We have even more things taken care of. There we go. Power, 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 power. We have snipers over here. We have basically everything we need. The eggs, a little bit annoying, but handled. Handled. Yeah. There really isn't much that they can do now. Bombers. I didn't make my bombers a squad, which is actually very random for me. Again, you don't really want to make a squad of all 20. You'd probably want to do squads of 5 or 10. There are ways that you can fan them out as well with some key strokes, or keystrokes. Oh my god, my brain is going to mush. It's been so long of an episode. But there are hotkeys, you know, keystrokes in for some. Did they not have power before they went over here? What is going on? Oh, I guess they were landing on the mesh. And just so you know, towers do not like to land on mesh. That is one thing that they very, very much do not like. Let's take all of our towers. Actually, let's not take all of our towers. We're going to nullify this first. Once this is nullified, we will do some bigger assaults. In fact, we're just going to... Oh, no. You guys go over there. Yeah, you guys come over here. Most of them are snipers, so not exactly the best units to be assaulting with. But it's fine. There's a couple of things in there that will do some work for us as well. So, thankfully, we have done it. Again, we did not make the most use of the Air Force, but that's kind of what I was going for. Almost all things nullified. Fantastic. We're just going to land some stuff over here. It will be done. Praise be the mother. Perfect. Let's get a pylon. Objective obtained. That's what we want to see. We have pylons going over there, and we need terps. So terp us up, please. over here. Yo. Terp, terp, terp. Get these off where we need to do stuff. You can see the Bertha's just trying to get any creep left on the map. There really isn't anything left. Perfectly fine. Boom, 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 and boom. That should be the entire artifact. We now just need to power it up. And that is the second to last, or third to last mission of Creeper World. Oh, let's see how much there is to... Oh, no, nothing to read. We got it! We can rift jump! Nothing left! We did it! Oh! So as we can see, 40 some odd minutes, I think, for this one, 44 for this objective, 55, there's a 28, a couple that are lower. Looks like our time pretty much exactly, but again, for the most part, we did well. Again, we did not do perfectly, but I think we did pretty well. So I can't complain. The next two missions, maybe I will break them out since they are the final two. We have Wallace and we have Founders. I'm probably going to do them at ×1 speed and make them each their own episode. I think that is the way to sort of end the campaign. So those will be coming up in 2 separate videos. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please, if you have any comments, please let me know. Give me some pointers. If you're learning something, that's great. Let me know as well. If you have any suggestions for any other games or content you'd like to see, please let me know that as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time.